squad win rewards. Used to be 5, now it only requires 3 wins. And on top of that, we've also added individual daily win streak rewards, very similar to what you've probably been used to in the past in Triple Threat Park Streak rewards. So that means you can earn more rewards every day in All-Star Team Up as well.
Okay, I like the sound of that, but what about for the people that's similar to me that like a single player grind? What do we got for in my team new coming this year for the single player?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's start with Standard Breakout. In Standard Breakout, there is a new progression system that grows your game board every time you warp this year. And when you're doing a run of all modes, each board will give you new free spots to give you more rewards as you reach the edge of the board, which is the goal in Breakout, as most of you probably remember. There's also a quality of life upgrade here in regular. When you start a brand new run, those warps will already be revealed, so you can make your path to those warps directly, and then go up to the bigger boards with higher tier rewards right away.
Okay, so what about the breakout gauntlet, right? Like what do we got about that? I know a lot of people like that from last year's game. What do we got for this year?
Yeah, Gauntlet's something we added last year. Is really popular. For those of you who don't remember, last year you had this 100 game path where each card could only be used once, right? It was a straight path to the end to get that reward. This year, Breakout Gauntlet is infinite. So as long as you have eligible cards remaining to play in your collection, you can keep going. And the twist is that Gauntlet lineups now have some player cards that are pre-selected for each game to keep it more unique and fun. And as you go down the Gauntlet, there are going to be special shops that pop up, where you can, along your path, you can trade your remaining card uses for strong rewards. So it really gives you more choice. It's up to you. Do you want to keep your run going longer, or do you want to get the reward that you see in front of you? I think Breakout Gauntlets has a little exciting update this year that many of you will enjoy.
All right, and next up, let's talk a little bit more about card discovery.
Yeah, every year the dev team likes to add a lot of features to improve the overall user experience. Something that a lot of you care about because you're in my team. Sometimes you're in the menus a lot. Sometimes you're just playing a lot, and there's so many things in my team that add up. And this is one of my favorite ones. It's a new scouting report section in your collections menu that is going to display the recent player cards you've went up against. So, Stacks, let's say there's a card you were impressed by. You played somebody in All-Star Team Up, maybe in Triple Threat Park, and you were really impressed. And you want to find out how you can get it. You can now come to this menu, you can wishlist the card, and it will also tell you exactly how to get the card. Whether it is in the pack market right now, whether you can find it in the auction house, or maybe it's earnable as a reward. Maybe it was one of the season rewards that you didn't know about. So there are a lot of My Team cards, obviously, and this is a way to kind of help you know where to find them, especially if you run up against a good card that you're like, this card really beat me. I want to find out how I can get this card myself. Now we've made that a lot easier for you all within the game and the collections menu.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's pretty cool. I imagine that you came up with that feature. I mean, that happened to you so many times that now, you know, you use this beast and trying to figure out what people got cards.
One of the most packed courtside reports. I encourage everybody to go read it. Our dev team gives you all the details, and as I mentioned, they have so many features in there that are improving the everyday experience for my team as well. So definitely go check it out. It's on the NBA2k website. But I did write down a couple more of my favorite features here. The first one is that there are new gem tiers this year. You can expect every single overall rating from 90 overall to 99 overall to have a different gem tier and different gem tier design. So I can't spoil those right now, but stay tuned as those release throughout the year. For Domination fans in single player, there are new sets for Domination throughout the year. They've got varying lengths, so not every Domination is 33 games. Some are, but not every single one. And for example, right at launch, you're going to see 18-game Domination that goes up against WNBA team. So that's an upgrade for Domination fans. My team lineups are also expanding from 13 cards to 15 cards. So that means you can have 3 full lineups on your depth chart and also quickly substitute those lineups in as presets while you're playing. Festivals are also back. These have given you all top to bottom awesome rewards in 2K26. Those will be coming back in 2K27, and there is a big quality of life upgrade that you no longer have to upgrade and downgrade your festival event cards one tier at a time. You can convert them directly to whichever tier you want to convert your event cards to with a couple presses of a button without having to go one tier at a time up or down the tiers list. Last but not least, one that I think a lot of people will be very happy about, Triple Threat and Clutch Time single player have moved into new homes. They're no longer in that House of Clutch. So Triple Threat is out on a city street corner. You can actually even change the court floor here. It's pretty cool. And Clutch Time is on the rooftops. There's a beautiful court design here as well, but it's on the rooftops. It's got the 4-point line as the signature for Clutch Time, but it's on the rooftops, and Triple Threat is down on a city street corner. But there is plenty more things in the courtside report. Encourage you to go read it and watch it on the NBA2k website or on YouTube. But for now, I think that's all I got for you, Stacks, for my team.
All right, man. It seemed like we got a lot of interesting things coming to my team, a lot of new things as well. I love that card discovery feature. I think that's something I might have to use, man. I've been playing a little bit of my team myself, and I've been seeing some crazy cards. So, man, yeah, I think we got a lot of great things coming from my team. And me personally, I'm really excited about, but I'm sure that my team community as well is really happy about too.
For sure. And remember, we are doing Q&A later this week on Discord. So go to discord.gg/NBA2k. Join our official Discord, of course. But you can now submit your questions, and we can't wait to answer them later this week. And also, just have a great year this year with the My Team community. Very excited and looking forward to it. But for now, Stacks, what mode should we talk about next? Because we still got a lot more to go.
Yes, sir. I think it's time we switch gears and talk about my NBA. Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
Okay, let's do it. Before Stacks pulls up his packet over there that's got all the info, I do want to repeat something that you heard earlier in the stream. That this year, our dev team's first mission for my NBA was to get back to the basics and improve the core franchise experience that we know that this my NBA community cares deeply about. And then once they were able to accomplish that, they added one more really cool new feature that I'm sure Stacks is going to ask me about in just a bit. But Stacks, it's up to you. What do you want to talk about first?
All right, Evan, you already mentioned back to the basics, so let's hear exactly what you mean by that.
Yeah, back to the basics. That means that our dev team went through a lot of community feedback, so much, to identify very highly requested features like league admin tools and roster management features that really improve your day-to-day experience when you're in MyNBA. So, in case you missed it earlier, I mentioned a couple of these, but I got a couple new ones for you as well. But some of my favorite ones of this big list that you can find in the Courtside Report. We've added 14 trades. We've added contract buyouts and a dedicated buyout market. We've added the second apron of the modern CBA, as many of you noticed on our roadmap Easter eggs. The return of Eurostash contracts is now in 2K27 as well. They're back. We know they went away for a few years, but they're now back, and they also have under the hood improvements, so they're back and better, not just back and the same. There are also 75 additional historical courts in MyNBA eras. There's 10-day contracts. There's the new All-Star Weekend format, cash considerations and trades, new rule changes, different cities for the NBA Cup. I'm trying to read through this as fast as I can.